Hey guys, I am Hope and we are starting off our third trimester workouts this week. If you have not been with us for trimester 1 and 2, that is okay. You can jump in right here and now. The way this is going to work for our third trimester, we still have 3 workouts a week. However, I did change it up slightly. We are gonna have our first day all start standing, then we'll move to the floor and we'll end on the floor. We'll have one workout that is all standing as an option for you. And then the third one will be all on the floor. I just know how difficult it can be moving around when you're pregnant, so trying to eliminate that as much as possible for you. That being said, we got a full body day today. We're gonna warm up in just a second, but make sure you have a couple of options for dumbbells here today. I have a medium pair and a lighter pair for myself. If you just have one pair, that is okay too. We can make anything work as we go, but we're gonna start off with our warm up. So I want you to just find a good spot on the floor and just start to roll your shoulders down and back. Those feet are about shoulder width apart. They can be a little bit wider if you want, but I just want you to wake up your shoulders. Good, good. And I want you to start to go over and under with your arms. Perfect. And from here, we move into arm circles. Let's go forward. I want you to start with some small arm circles wherever you're at. Make sure you don't hit anything. And then start to make them bigger. So good. We'll go a few more in this direction. Then we're just going to keep it big, but then we're going to go backwards in 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch directions right here. Good, good. Feel your shoulder blade fully wake up. Make it small. And here for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We can stop with the arm circles there for a second. I want our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Toes can be out just a little bit. We're just gonna body weight squat, just at your own pace. Just making sure we're making that mind muscle connection, connecting to our core, sitting down and back in our heels. Perfect. Good, good. We'll do a couple of more here. One more. And then I want you to just point your toes forward. Hands are gonna go behind your head. And I want you to just hinge back. So pushing your hips back behind you instead of going up and down. So push back, back. Good, and then lift. Slow push back. Good. Couple more here. Let's do one more. Big push back. And then big lift up. I want us to go to the edge of your mat, wherever that is for you. And I want you to squat down just a little bit, maybe like a quarter squat. And we're just gonna walk side to side to help wake up the hips. Good. Sink down and back. Make sure we're not ooching to the top. Good. Do a couple more passes here. Good. Let's go all the way back to the other side. And then find your way back to the center. I want your feet nice and wide. Toes are pointed forward. And then just start to open up your hips side to side. You'll feel that inner thigh too right here. So good. And if you find you need to hold a second longer in either one, feel free to do that at any point. Woo. Good, let's do one more each side, and then I'll explain what we're getting into today. Last one. Good, so our flow today, we have 2 different supersets we are going to do. Our first one is lower body focus. We got a lower body push and pull. Then we will switch to an upper body focus, same thing, push and pull. And then we're going to have some deep core and more pelvic floor focus at the end, and that's gonna all be done on the ground. So remember just to have your weights nearby you, have water near you, make sure to pause whenever you need as well, and just listen to your body in that regard, and what you need today. Most of our timing is also going to be 30 seconds on with 30 seconds of rest. So we'll have a good amount of time to repeat the movements, but also a good amount of time to catch your breath and reset. So let me show you what we are doing for our first superset. I'm gonna use my heavier dumbbells for both of these. Our first move is a front racked squat. So you're gonna take those dumbbells, they're gonna go up to your shoulders. Feet are a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, and we're just squatting down and standing up right here. Elbows stay nice and high. Your second move here, we're going to be going into a sumo deadlift. So feet are in a sumo position. Weights are on the inside here, and we are pushing down and back, staying in that tension, getting the backside of our legs. We'll begin in about 15 seconds. Again, we're gonna go for 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. We're gonna repeat it 4 times through. We're kicking off with that front squat. Whatever weight works for you, we'll start right now. Let's go. Drop it down and up. Make sure those elbows stay high. Core stays engaged. Good. This is why we practice that body weight squat at the top. We want to make sure we're connecting, sitting down and back, not leaning forward. All right, you got about 10 seconds here. Good. Not about quantity on this one. Good, and rest right there. 30 seconds. If you need to put your weights to the side, do that now. For our deadlift, you can go heavier with those weights. Lower body can typically handle a lot, but again, defer to how you're feeling today as you're going through this. We'll start in about 10 seconds. I'm gonna keep those same weights that I was just using. Feet are out extra wide in that sumo position. We'll begin in 3, 2, and 1. Good. So I always think about pushing my knees out behind me. Good, my hips, my torso is staying hinged forward. Heels are staying connected to the ground. Good. You should feel that in like the sides of your glutes, your inner thighs. You got 3, 2, and 1. Rest. So we are doing this 4 times through for muscular endurance, but also to give us a chance to change it up as we go. If you're feeling great today, you can always increase your weights with every round or decrease them, slow it down, speed it up, whatever you need today. We're gonna be going back into those front squats. We'll start it up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Feet are again just about shoulder width apart. We are resting those dumbbells on our shoulders. Make sure you're not gripping your dumbbells too heavy, like too much. We really just want our lower body to take the load here. 10 seconds. Perfect. You have 3, 2, and 1. Finish that rep. 30 seconds, shake it out. If you need a sip of water at any point, make sure you take that. Always feel free to towel off, do what you need as we're going. Ooh, shake out your grip too. I know those weights can get a little bit sticky in the hands, but we're gonna start in about 10 seconds. If you are able, get into that extra wide sumo position. We'll start in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Again, push those knees out wide. Let it open up. Good. Stay hinged forward. Try not to add a sway into your lower back as well. That can really add a lot of stress to your lower back that you definitely don't need right now. So I'm drawing my navel into my spine. Perfect. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. You are halfway through this first round, and we'll be done isolating our big movers in our lower body, which is great. So when I say big movers, I mean we're working our quads and our hamstrings. So quads are that push with our squat, hamstrings, glutes with our pull with that sumo deadlift. We're gonna start up again in 3, 2, and 1. Weights go up, let's go. Woo. Keep those elbows high. Good. Think about my chest is staying up. If it helps you as well, sometimes gazing up at an angle can make a huge difference in our engagement as well. So keep that gaze really strong. Good. Sit down. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. We go back into that sumo deadlift. Shake it off, shake it off. Again, let's be mindful of our hinge. Regain that core engagement as you go. Let's make sure we're staying strong throughout it. We start in about 15 seconds again. I know this repetition can be a lot, but it helps build up our muscles, helps get our endurance in as well. All right, feet are extra wide. We start in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Hinge down and see how I'm staying in that hinge right here. Perfect. Good. Knees stay wide. You're doing great. Nice neutral spine all the way from the crown of your head to your tailbone. Woo, 10 seconds. Keep that tension. You got this. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, okay. 1 more round. If you need to change anything, make the commitment to changing that right here and now. If you're gonna commit to a heavier weight, you're locking in, you're doing that. If you need to modify and just do body weight, commit to that as well. Either way, it's gonna be a great last round of these movements, okay? Pick up those weights. They're going up to your shoulders. Let's start it up, let's go. Muscles are nice and warm now. Trust your body as you go. Ooh. Good, sit down and back. Almost done with these squats. Looking strong. You're halfway through. Awesome, you got 10 seconds right here. Stay with it, stay with it. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let it go. We got 1 more set of sumo deadlifts, and then we'll take a break, reset, water, whatever you need, and then we'll move on to the upper body. Okay, let's grab those weights 1 last time. Extra wide stance, like a sumo wrestler. We start in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get it. Good. Perfect. Toes are pointed out at that 45-degree angle. Amazing. Good. It's almost like you never fully come up out of this movement because I want you to really rest in that tension. Amazing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put them away. Take a second, reset. I know I need that too. All right, but we are gonna move on to upper body. So the legs have had a lot of love. We will kind of touch on them at the end with our pelvic floor, but now we're gonna focus on our shoulders and our back muscles. So our 2 moves, it's gonna be the same format that we just did with our lower body, but just upper body. So we got an upper push and upper pull, the front side and the back side. So with our next block, you can use your heavier or lighter weights, just depending on how you're feeling. But the 2 moves we are going to be doing, first one is an Arnold press. So make sure shoulders are rounded down and back, tuck everything in. Weights are going to come to your chest, but the palms are facing towards your body. And we're gonna rotate, bring them up, and then back down, just like so. That's move number 1. Move number 2, we have a wide row. So we're also gonna hinge in this movement, push your hips back, keep your core engaged. Weights are going to be right in front of your thighs, and then you're gonna row out wide, just like so. So instead of elbows going back behind you, they're gonna go out kind of like a bat wing. All right, we'll start with those Arnold presses wherever you're at in 3, 2, and 1. Let's get it. Good. And again, speed is not what you have to focus on right now. Just focus on quality of reps. And I know Arnold presses can get a little tiring pretty quickly, so an option to modify this, you go one at a time. Or you can also take a seat wherever you're at and just keep on pressing away. You got 3, 2, and 1. Let's rest right there. 30 seconds of rest, just like before. Second move, a reminder, is gonna be that wide row. A lot of our bent over rows, we usually keep it tucked pretty tightly. This one, we're intentionally going wide. All right, it just hits a different angle of our back, which is so important for our back to be strong when it comes to life, but also when it comes to holding a baby. All right, let's get it. Nice big pull. Good. And if you start to feel this in your lower back, option to always take a step back with a foot. Make sure to re-engage your core as well. And you also might need to lower the weight. So those are 3 things you should ask yourself. Good, big pull. Good, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest, 30 seconds. Again, adjust your weights now if you need. I always like to put my weights down in my rest just to give my grip a rest when we have the opportunity, okay? Breathe in, breathe out, going back to that Arnold press. If you need to sit down, change weights, make that commitment right here and right now. I'm back up. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Good. When I do an Arnold press, I like to think about either carving out like the letter J or letter C, however you can better visualize it, but we're rotating no matter what you're doing. We're facing forward, and then as we lift, rotating and facing away from you. 10 seconds. Beautiful. You got 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Shake it out. Wide grip row. If you realize that your lower back was feeling it a little bit in that row earlier, make sure to adjust either by changing your stance, lowering your weight, or just double checking that your core is lit up and attached to your lower back, okay? We'll start in less than 10 seconds. Good. Weights are on our thighs. We hinge forward. Let's get it. Good. And same thing like with our deadlift, we want a nice neutral spine all the way from our crown to our tailbone. Perfect, halfway. You're doing amazing. After this, you will be halfway through your upper body, halfway through the entire workout, more than half. Good, and rest. Shake it out. 2 more chances with both of those movements, Arnold presses and rows. You're doing amazing. Remember to make that mind-muscle connection too as we go. I'll remind you to think about these things as we go in our next interval, okay? Let's get those weights back in our hands. We got our Arnold presses. We started up right here, right now. Let's go, carve it up, bring it down. Carve it up, bring it down. So strong. Woo! Good, rotate, make it intentional each time. So with an Arnold press, I want you thinking shoulders. That's our main mover with this. And your triceps are also getting a lot of love throughout this one too. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds to recover. Second to last set of rows. You're doing amazing. We start in about 20 seconds. water if you need it, towel if you have one, and you wanna get some sweat off. I want you to do that now too. We'll start in about 10 seconds wherever you're at. I'm gonna start to hinge forward, get into my proper position right here, right now. Feet are shoulder width apart. Drop it down and hit it. Good, big pull. With a row, we often like to think about shoulder blades pinching together at the top. This variation of a row is no exception. So nice big squeeze, release. Big squeeze, big release. Good, less than 10 seconds. I bet you can get 1 to 2 more in right here. Good, and rest right there. You got one more round. Incredible job. I'm so proud of you for making it this far. We are almost done with the workout. We've hit every major muscle group here. And then we're just gonna do some pregnancy specific movements at the end because we need to, we want to, and we deserve to. All right, let's pick up those weights one last time. And let's begin. Arnold presses, carve it up and down. Good. When we're getting tired, re-engage. You can always take a moment to reset, make sure your form is still locked in. I definitely need to do that from time to time, no shame in that at all. I'd rather have you have great form than look back and be like, I'm in pain now. I don't want that for you. Rest after that one. All right, one more set of rows and then we are on the floor. We are stretching. It is wonderful, okay? We got about 20 seconds until we hit our last set of rows. Again, make sure we are starting with that solid form. Solid foundation is key for all of these. Feet are shoulder width apart. I'm hinging back, slight bend in my knees. We started up in 3, 2, and 1. Let's get it. Last set of rows. I'm still pinching at the top each time. Good. Big pull. And try to fight gravity on the way down. Don't let it just flop down. That is most of the work right there. Or half of the work, not most of it. This is part of it. And then fighting gravity on the way down. Good, you got 3, 2, and 1. Rest. For real, grab some water. You deserve it. Stay hydrated. The next thing we're doing is we are going to the floor. Option to have a dumbbell with you for these 2 moves that we're gonna be doing. They will also work without a dumbbell. You can have light or heavy. I will bring both to the floor to show you what's up and what we're doing, okay? So our first move we are gonna be doing is a clamshell. Again, this can be done with or without the additional resistance on, but we're gonna be on our side. You can cradle your head and your hands up to you. You can also have it on the floor, just whatever feels best for you. If you want to use a weight, it's gonna go right in the mid part of your thigh, just to add some additional resistance, but you have to hold it there. If you have mini bands, you can add them here too, all right? So we got a clamshell as move number 1, and then we're going to go to our back before we do the other side. Again, option to have a weight beneath your belly if you're comfortable with it. And we're just gonna lift and lower. So some nice hip lifts and articulation through the spine for move number 2. And then move number 3 is just the clamshell on the other side, all right? So options to use weights or not. We're gonna just run through this 2 times through, and we're gonna try to flow from one to the next. So choose what feels best for you right here and now. We are gonna start in about 10 seconds with the clamshell. You can start it up on your right or left side. We're gonna hit both, either way. We'll start it up right here. Let's go. 30 seconds. Good. So just think about, I'm bringing everything away and fighting gravity on the way down. Good. Nice big pull apart. Again, if you have a mini band and would rather use that, or you want to ditch the weight altogether and just pull apart and back down. Let's get ready to roll to our back. Right here, just roll over wherever you're at. And when you're there, start to go into your hip lifts. Perfect. Catch your breath as you're moving. So think of this as kind of like active recovery. Bring it up, back down, good. In about 10 seconds, you're gonna roll to the other side, whatever side you did not do first. In 3, 2, and 1, I'm gonna switch around. You can just roll to the other side. I wanna make sure I can see you. All right, other leg gets it. You got about 20 seconds left. Good. Pull it apart and back down. So I think about my knees tapping and lifting. Good. And from here, we're gonna go back onto our back, make our way to the other side in 3, 2, and 1. So just roll back to your back, lifts and lower. Good. Think about I'm powering through my heels. My heels are staying glued to the ground. Amazing. We got 10 seconds here. Then we are back to our original side with our clamshells. In 3, 2, and 1, rotate to the other side. I'm gonna flip around. Good. Right into it right when you're there. Good. This is just a few minutes of work. And this is helping strengthen our pelvic floor, but also helping loosen up our hips. Good. We need both. We got about 10 seconds right here. We're gonna be back on our back, hip lifts in 3, 2, and 1. We're almost there, last 2 moves. Again, active recovery right here as we're going. Good. And same thing, as soon as you tap down, lift back up. Good job. Lift up. You don't have to have an extra squeeze at the top for it to count. Just focusing on that lift and lower is great. Other side in 3, 2, and 1. Flip it to the other side. This is your last move, and then we get to stretch right here. Good. Right into it when you're there. Good. I'm just pulling apart, bringing it back together. Amazing. You have 10 seconds left. You're almost done. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. You can just stay right there for a second. Let that heart rate come down. We're gonna move into a stretch just for a couple of minutes, and then you are on with your day. All right. I always like to start off, well, I often like to start off, I shouldn't say always, but with our hip twisters, I like to hit them at some point. So our soles of our feet are going to be facing one direction. I want you to just rotate, and then you're just going side to side. Good. And you can stay there for as long as you need. Amazing. And there's a lot of different hip stretches you can do. I'm just showing you pretty much just one right now, but I have more on my channel you can look up that will show you an even deeper flow, deeper stretches. Okay? Good. All right, next time you're back to the center, I want you to flip around, get into tabletop. Hands are right underneath your shoulders, knees are right underneath your hips. Let's press everything away and then scoop up. Good. Press everything away and then scoop up. Good, let's do one more. Everything away and back up. You can come to your knees. One arm comes across and then switch it out. And you can hold it for as long as you need on either side. Bring your hands behind your back and lift up. If you are new here, I always like to end my workouts with a bit of gratitude, a bit of prayer. So if that's for you, great. Feel free to stay around. If not, I hope you have an amazing day. But God, we just thank you so much for the ability to move our bodies. Let us never take it for granted. It's such a gift, and just everything that our bodies are able to do is such a gift. So we honor that. We give it back to you, God. And I just pray that everyone that is watching this has an incredible day and keeps their eyes on you, Lord. Amen. I'll see you next time, guys.